let's go to our AWS console. Okay, so we are on the VPC section of the console. So you can go to AWS, and then you can go to networking and content delivery VPC. So we are at the VPC's console, and what we are going to do is, so this VPC where we have internet gateway and then route table, network ACLs, and then EC2 instance in a given subnet. We will create our own VPC, our own internet gateway, route table and network access, and NACLs and subnets. Let's do that. Okay. Before you do this, so there is some little networking concepts which I will just walk through. Okay. So for any device, these are all virtual devices in AWS. So whenever you want to create any virtual device, you need to have some address to it. So we have the strategy which is called the internet for all the internet networking, and then routing, and then identifying by the address. We follow this classless inter-domain routing. This is like a 32-bit address block ID. So each block contains 8 bits. So total address of this particular network ID is 2 power 32. There are 4 blocks A, B, C, D. If there are 2 power 32, if this network ID has this address, and that means 2 power 32 hosts already occupied for it. If it is /16 for this network ID, we are still available. 2 power 32 minus 16, 2 power 16 hosts are available for this network ID. Similarly, if you look at this 10.0.2.0/20 for this network ID, we have 2 power 12 host IDs are available. So that is nothing but 4096. So now let's create our own VPC with this kind of network IDs. Okay. So let me do that. So I'm creating the VPC. This is my FEBA VPC. This one 10.0.0.0/16, and then this one is this one, Amazon provided IPv6. So that's it. So I'm creating my FEBA VPC with 10.0.0.16 and 2 power 16 IP addresses that are still available for this create VPC. So once I have my VPC, let's attach my VPC to the internet gateway, because if you look at this, once I have my VPC, I have to attach my VPC to this internet gateway. Let's do that. So where is the internet gateway? Yeah. So this internet gateway we have to detach from this VPC, and then attach this internet gateway to our VPC which we just created. So this is my FEBA VPC, attach the internet gateway. Okay. Now I attached my VPC to this internet gateway. Now go to the route tables. Before that, let's create the subnet, public subnet, your own subnet. So create a subnet. This is my public subnet. Okay. And VPC is my FEBA VPC. Availability zone, you can give US East 1A, and IP address is 10.0.1.0/24. There should not be a override host IDs. So we have selected here network ID with number of hosts available 2 power 8, so that there won't be any overlap between VPC and this subnet. Okay. So let's create. So subnet ID is created, and now go to the route table. Create the, so for my FEBA already route table is there. Just give the routes, and then attach the internet gateway to this route. So it's like 0.0. So this one, the internet gateway is this one I attached. Okay. Attach the internet gateway, and then subnet association is, this is subnet, my public subnet, and save. So it's done. Now this part is done. So we have created the internet gateway. Existing internet gateway we attached to the VPC. We created the VPC and we attached to the internet gateway. Internet gateway attached to route table. Route table is attached to the public subnet. Now we need to install a EC2 instance in this. Let's do that. So just copy paste. So that we'll have another window open, and then we'll go to EC2 instance, running EC2 instances. So launch EC2 instance, click on the launch EC2 instance and use the latest AMI. So here we are selecting the my VPC, my FEBA VPC, and then my public subnet, it's available, and use subnet, it's enable. Auto assign public IP, enable. So we have to attach the public IP for the subnet in order to make our EC2 content available to the public. Okay, so and then here put our code, user code. So this is the code I am putting here. Okay, and then next, let's do the security group. I'm using the existing security group. Or create a new security group. This is my web server security group. Okay, and then I just need HTTP and HTTPS. HTTP. Yeah, so both are assigned to the public. I don't need SSH. So I just need those two, and then review and launch. And then launch. So proceed without keypad because I don't need any SSH. So launch EC2 instance. We just do one thing. So go to the let EC2 instance gets launched and go to our subnet. Make sure that we have a public IP is addressed to it. Auto assign. So we'll attach a public IP to it. Actions, modify auto assign IP settings. This one, save it. Now a public IP is attached to it, right? So auto assign public IP. Good. Now go to the EC2 instance. We'll see this. Yeah. So this is the public DNS name. Let's copy this and then let's look at this EC2 instance status. What's going on with this? It's running and it's initializing. Just let's do that. What's going on? So it's not yet ready. So wait for a couple of minutes until it gets